for a moment, if I were to just break away from Bengal, because Bengal, of course, leads to a lot of excitement. The entire campaign has been such. LDF is scripting history, Rahul, in Kerala. They're approaching 100, and no one has crossed 100 in Kerala since 1977. So you're looking at, what, 45 years? No one has crossed 100. Tight contest. 95 is playing 44. So I think we are, we captured the trend completely right there. Puducherry.
No, but compare that, Rajdeep, with the 2019 Lok Sabha elections when the UDF won.
Absolutely.
19 out of the 20 seats. So in just about 2 years, you had a complete reversal of fortunes over there.
That's a good question, and I think that's a question that we could put to some of our guests at the moment. Is Sachidananda Murthy still with us? Mr. Murthy?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Murthy, explain that to our viewers. 19 out of 20 in Kerala are won by the Congress in 2019 Lok Sabha. A year later, we'll look at what has happened. The left is edging towards the 100 mark. What explains this, Sachi? Is it that Rahul Gandhi not being on the ticket makes a difference, just as Modi not being on the ticket makes a difference to the BJP?
No, I don't think so, because the voters of Kerala knew that Rahul Gandhi will not be on the ticket. It's not that. But the problem has been that the Congress could not narrate its own alternate leadership very strongly. First of all, the Congress didn't say who will be its leader. Suddenly they brought in Oman Chandy as the election management committee chairman. So till then it was Ramesh Channithala as the leader of the opposition.
Right.
Then the PCC president Mullapalli Ramachandran, because when you are in opposition, either the leader of the opposition or the PCC president is the candidate who will be projected. But then he said that he is going to contest the election. So the whole lot of the third group of Kerala got excited. Then Mullapalli Ramachandran said, I'm not going to contest. So I mean, that was a big setback for the party.
You're giving us very interesting micro detailing of how the Congress campaign got derailed. But the bigger picture, Professor Shastri, is that voters seem to look at Lok Sabha very differently to Vidhan Sabha. I mentioned to Rahul in the early part of the day, since 2019, the BJP has lost an average of 12.5% of its vote in state elections when Mr. Modi is not on the ticket. And now we are seeing that happening to the Congress in Kerala. Rahul Gandhi is not on the ticket. He is not a prime ministerial candidate. And a localized election, even the Congress is suffering. This is a big day for the regional parties today. Today is a big day for the regional parties.
Undoubtedly, last 3 years, we have seen this trend of state elections being different from the center. But specifically on Kerala, Rajdeep, I think the 2019 elections, when you saw the Congress doing so well in the state, it had a lot to do with the Kerala voters' decision with regard to Delhi, and not so much, I would personally say, on Rahul Gandhi. It was a decision on who they thought needs to be supported to be able to come to power in Delhi. When it came to the state assembly election, I think again, the trend is showing that the voter in Kerala was very clear that they wanted to endorse the LDF's performance over the last 5 years at least, if not longer, and give them another chance to be in power. So I think this trend is being seen in state after state, that somebody may win the elections to parliament, but somebody else wins the state assembly election. And in Kerala's case, it's very clear the difference between a verdict for the Lok Sabha and the verdict for the assembly at the state level is, I think, transparently clear in the case of Kerala.
Okay, let's move for a moment.